Hello, how you doing? Richard Beard here. I apologise for being late, and I apologise if anything doesn't sound right, because I've come onto my software and all my settings were lost, so I had to quickly bolt it together and try and get things back to how they were. I didn't realise the software had reset itself. Seeing what's changed. I'm assuming I can be heard loud and clear. If not, let me know. My desktop audio changed. Oh, that's that one. Things should be all right. Hopefully it's all apart from the loss of the thumbnail. Hopefully it's all back. How are you, Brad, my friend? How are you? Enjoying your Xbox? Hi, Henrik. How you doing, buddy? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Can you both hear me loud and clear? Because say I come back on and my OBS, everything had been lost. That's why I'm a bit late, because I had to add, well, basically make a facsimile of my former setup. Hoping I've done it all right. As Han Solo would say, I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh, that's good. That's a start then. You can hear me. That's a start. Now let's see if the game's got sound. Bloody why is it when software updates itself without your permission and then you lose all your settings? It's like, cheers, mate. See what we've got. What's digital? I can't be asked to put discs in. It's good to be back. I've still got a horrible congestion headache thing, but what the hell, I can take it. We all have our little minor quibbles, so I can take that. But something gentle to start off with. My collection, always a good one. Oh, yours is self-inflicted, my friend. We'll try and look at SpongeBob. See if the game has suitable volume. Load? Or is it going to be a bomb? Ah, great. There's one advantage of the modern, the Xbox Series consoles is they load games up really quick, where my one is on the hard drive, so it doesn't. I was tempted to upgrade the internal to an SSD, but I thought, nah. I'll run the Xbox into the ground and see how I feel. English. My preferred language. Oh, one good thing about this updated version of OBS, it's given me the chat box. I won't need my phone anymore. That's good news. About time. I've done 2 videos this week. One was a short and one was a Lightroom video. So anybody who hasn't seen them, you're welcome to check them out. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I've just been a bit like strapped, because time management is one of my biggest weaknesses. I was quite difficult to fit everything in. I've got a lot going on, so I'm gonna get on there.
I'm so excited! I can't believe tomorrow is the 77th anniversary of the
Be nice. I've not really.
Right, Gary.
My Xbox has mostly been a glorified Blu-ray player recently.
He's letting me pay for everything too. Isn't he great?
SpongeBob, look sharp, me boy.
Wow. I used to love SpongeBob when my kids were little.
Think of all the Krabby Patties we'll sell.
That's the good thing about when you got little kids in your life. You can watch crap that you wouldn't watch on your own.
Good thinking.
Hello, Fetz Frequency. How are you?
Formula and put it somewhere safe.
Aye, aye, Mr. Krabs. I won't let you down.
Good to be back streaming. I think streaming once a week's quite good, actually. I mean, except when I'm in it and when I don't stream, but it's good because it keeps it fresh.
Security for the big event.
Oh no, Patrick, where did I put the formula? I can't remember.
I like SpongeBob and Patrick. They're both like men children. That's how I suppose it's how I was like when I was late teens, early 20s.
Hey, maybe it's in my pocket.
Ah, well, I appreciate you stopping by. It's always good to see you.
Don't panic. I can feel my normally carefree and jovial attitude dissolving away.
My Xbox is in a state of shock. It's like, wow, you're actually playing a game on me. You're not just watching Amazon Prime, you're watching Blu-rays.
Patrick, we need to find that formula before you know who does. P-L-A-N-K.
P-O-N.
Plankton, how long have you been there?
Long enough to know you're in big trouble. Well, SpongeBob, seeing as we are friends, it seems
I've got to retrieve my thumbnail from my streams, and I've got to
Oh, that would be so nice if you
put the data in, and it should be alright, but everything else seems to be back to normal. That's good.
How do I know you're not just trying to get the formula all for yourself?
My honest face?
Then okay, let's find that formula.
I'm going to watch a great film tonight. I'll show you guys it. Let's be right back.
Okay, let's review, shall we? Step 1, strap sleeping SpongeBob into chair. Check.
Classic film from the 80s that everyone needs to see. They Live, with Rowdy Roddy Piper. It's a really good film. I recommend it.
Step 4, turn on
If you haven't seen it, and you're at very least your late 30s, you'll probably enjoy it, if not your 40s or 50s. I assume most of you guys have seen it. Yeah, I haven't watched it in years, so I'm going to watch it with my wife tonight. Hopefully she'll like it.
Okay, change of plans. I will now enter SpongeBob's brain and find the formula
I got it
myself.
for about £3. Ah, awesome. You've got fine tastes for your years. Good. Because that's why we shouldn't stereotype too much, because probably not many 29-year-olds would like it, but there are some who've been raised with, you know, more refined tastes.
So let me get this straight. The only way you're going to remember where you put the formula is if you're happy.
That's my story.
Seriously, SpongeBob.
Awesome. I'm surrounded by people of good taste.
Oh, wait a second.
As I was about to say, if anyone hasn't seen it, they need to watch it. It's great. It's sort of up there with Big Trouble in Little China as those classic movies where men have mullets and vests and kick butt. Maybe I should grow a mullet. Well, I say grow a mullet. I just have to trim the side bits of my hair. Really, I wouldn't need to grow it. Hair's down to my shoulders. Modify into a mullet. Asking me a question. Sandy cheeks. Oh yeah, that squirrel. I forgot that. I watched this SpongeBob in years. The game wants too much. It was a bit oversaturated with the graphics. I wonder if that's my laptop.
I don't remember all these robots when we were jellyfishing.
Of course they were there. You probably just didn't notice them.
This game was one of the free ones on Xbox Live.
Yeah, you're right,
Take it you've been grabbing your free games, karaoke. Don't let them go. I know people say, well, you've got Game Pass, but surely games that are permanently yours are even better, because then you've got a library you can count on. Yeah, we'll wait every 1st and the 16th of the month, or 15th of the month, whatever it is, grab your free games, because then your library expands on top of the Game Pass. I mean, all my games are pretty much games with gold or bargains. I don't even have Game Pass currently. What's it saying? I can't be asked to read run a stream. Terrible. Yeah. Wow.
I'm bursting with happiness.
You go to the Xbox Live webpage on your phone or computer, and you can claim them there. But I would get them if I was you. And you also can plug in an external hard drive, and all your games that are from the old days, like the non-series ones, sit on the hard drive, and you can play it off an external hard drive. External hard drives can be cheap. This has got Toe Jam and Earl vibes to me.
That's you pesky robot. I'm so happy I could hug a
I'm sad on it. I know
jellyfish
things about the Xbox Series consoles, and I don't even own one. It's because I weighed up the pros and cons, and decided it wasn't really for me yet. Not because there's anything wrong with them, but because I don't find the storage to be great for that reason. Great with these old games, but if you want to put your storage up for your newer games, you know the cards are bloody hundreds of pounds. That's the only thing. But then again, at least it's a current console, whereas what I'm using an obsolete console. Lucky for me, Xbox have supported it quite well.
Pardon me.
I'm on borrowed time. Yeah, that memory card is obscene. I hope they drop the price because that puts me off getting one really.
Nail you to the ground.
Also, the fact that I don't play my Xbox for pleasure very much. It's mainly a Prime player, Blu-ray player, Disney Plus player, and I play the odd game. I did buy a nice game, well, a couple of nice games on the Xbox, but they were on disc. I don't normally buy disc, but I kind of, some of the older 360 games start slipping into the retro gaming realm from my point of view. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Henrik. It's got those Toe Jam and early N64 game type mixed vibes, even a bit of Crash Bandicoot feel to it. As long as it remains brainless, I'm fine. I find talking and streaming and interacting and playing games that require my concentration a bad thing, that otherwise I'll just go quiet. So, you know, I'm not perhaps as good at multitasking as some people are, and I think it's rude to stream completely silent like some people do. Maybe it's normal to, but it's not my belief, you know. Nice to chat to you guys. To me, if you're not talking much in a stream, I don't almost see the point, but perhaps there's those people who will disagree with me, and we're allowed our opinion, aren't we? How do I get up there? Yeah, Sea of Thieves. When I used to have Game Pass, I used to play my son on it during the lockdown. I didn't see him for ages, and we had a lot of fun on it. Even with two people, it's good, but with a full crew, I mean, you can really do some quite fun things. You can fight other ships and board them and get treasure, and you control the ship as if it's a real ship, doing all the sails and loading the cannons. You go to islands and do missions and get supplies. Sea of Thieves to me is a game that if I was a younger man and I had all the time and all the people, I think I would have bloody lived on it. Absolutely spent hours on it. The graphics are absolutely beautiful in 4K. They look great on the TV.
This is kind of neat. I'm so happy I could hug a jellyfish hive.
There's the point where I no longer know what I'm doing. I always get to that point when I'm doing this stuff. Because I don't game all that much anymore. Well, not consistently anyway. I didn't see the point of having my Game Pass because I haven't got a lot of money right now and all these bill rises. So I sort of, the goal to get for free because I do all those quizzes and stuff. Maybe Sea of Thieves will be on gold eventually and I'll have it then. Streaming now. Oh, is that a bounty thing, those jellyfishes? They are.
Boing, boing, boing.
But this game is brainless, it's perfect for me. I want to get them.
That'll put a little spring in your step. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
Yeah. You can do streaming now straight from the Xbox itself. You don't even need a computer or a capture card, just a mic, game, and, you know, a webcam if you please. Because the Xbox is built around Windows architecture, a lot of webcams will plug straight in and work. Cheap webcams. You don't need a good one. Even a good one will be 720p. Henrik. I think Henrik's lacking in the Xbox technology. I think he's got a 360 that doesn't work, and that's about as advanced as he goes. I think Henrik's more of a Diablo guy. I could be wrong. Things change, people change. I'm a bit out of date with things right now, to say the least.
I think I can hit that button from here.
What the heck? Crap. Here's my French again. Okay. Do I need to free these guys?
I'll knock you into next week. Or at least I'll knock you into a half hour from now.
Good humour. This isn't really my sort of game. It was free on Xbox, so I didn't pay anything, so I'm not disappointed. It's nice for a mindless blast, but you know when your time's a premium, you know, like often at our ages and stuff, our age groups, you kind of like you want to play the games that you really love, don't you? You don't want to play games that are okay. Oh, yeah, cheers. Yeah, that Die Hard. I mean, I've got to work on the photography a bit, but the actual content, I was happy with that. That was all just on my phone. The only thing I want to work out is the fact that it's always backwards, all the writing and stuff. But the front-facing camera allows me to see myself to make sure, you know, everything's right. I need to work out if there's some sort of an app that can make it front-facing, but it doesn't make everything backwards. That's another problem for another day. My light gun is bloody brilliant. It vibrates. It's got recoil. It's got all features like auto reload and full auto. You know, not full auto. It's absolutely brilliant.
I'd rather be jellyfishing. Hey, that'd make a good bumper sticker.
If you're going to get a 360, Henrik, get a slim or an E. Do not get the white one or the grey, whatever colour it was. They are so notoriously dodgy, and contrary to what a lot of the YouTube videos say, none of those old models are particularly reliable. Not even Jaspers and things. You definitely want an S or an E. Trust me on one thing, trust me on that. I know all about the Xbox 360. It was my console in that gen. I need to go this way, so... Excuse me. I've not stopped them, I've just... hiatus, we'll call it. Because I've had so much downtime and inconsistency, I've sort of lost my way a little bit, and I've been trying to find my way, but I've sort of wanted to make sure that the content I'm doing is right, because I know everybody would say this on YouTube, but I want to get more views and more people subbing and more likes, and you know, and make this into a sort of part-time thing, because you know, these are hard times, and we're all trying to like adapt and things, and you know, and also I really enjoy it all. So I'm trying to make content that's got value to people. You know, everybody who enjoys it, even if it's just watching it and enjoying and watching the ad, and you know, and you've got to find what brings people in within your own capabilities. Because obviously, I'm not somebody who can do well. I can do it, but I don't really have the time and inclination to make these really fanciful videos. I think there's enough people doing YouTube like it's a professional TV channel, and that's not really from my point of view what YouTube was made for. So I'm trying to do something that,
Boy, when you stop and think about it,
you know, people go, yeah, you know, lots of people. I say lots, I mean lots by my standards. It hasn't got to be a million people, but you know what I mean. So I'm just experimenting and seeing what will stick with people, and I'm hoping like the light gun things will win. If they don't, I'll do a few more and naturally conclude it and then try something else. I'm also thinking about doing videos helping people with some of my... I've got some very peculiar bits of knowledge that I use in my own life that I found solutions for. So I'm just trying to do something that's got value to people, where there's actual, you know, views in the thousands. Not even going to be tens of thousands, just even just views in the thousands. At the minute, there's only been one video like that, and that wasn't even monetized. That was my first Zelensky, my political video. Well, fun sort of political. But that wasn't monetized because of the copyrighted content I used in it. Am I stuck now? Was it in there I've got to go?
No time to stop and smell the seaweed. Excuse me, but you seem to be
Oh.
in my hammer's way.
Oh. Oh, okay. Where are the jellyfish gone?
I'm waiting.
Yeah, those Xboxes are dodgy, mate. And they're getting old now. They're from 2005, whenever it was. Hardware ain't like it used to be when it would last forever, like Ataris and things. Once you start putting fans in and stuff, and CD drives, you're asking for things to wear out. Things only last forever when they're solid state. Well, not forever, but, you know, a lot longer. But yeah, as for my content, I'm going to try these shorts, try different stuff, try help videos, you know. Hopefully as much within the realm of gaming and nerdy stuff as I can, but sometimes it might not be. It might be stuff like I'm thinking about doing one about back pain and back problems. Because that's still useful to gamers. It's not like it leaves people out. I bet every male above a certain age has had a bad back, and they thought, how the hell do I make it better? Things like that, or a bad neck, or digestive problems. I'm thinking a few, you know, because videos of value, sometimes they are things that help people. Still do my gaming stuff. I still always be the retro beard, but you know, branch out with a few other things. And also, I'm thinking about doing series of videos where, like, I show a product, like for example, my Retro Freak console. Instead of doing one big video that takes me ages, I do loads of short videos, like a series, like episode 1, you know, the user interface, episode 2, how to apply patches, episode 3, how to apply cheat codes and things like that. Yeah, well, actually, I was thinking about, because of my amount of subs, I'm eligible for YouTube memberships, and I set up a basic one, which I never put much time into, because I knew people wouldn't join it. But I was thinking about doing martial art lessons, like on Zoom or something, as part of my membership package. Try, once again, add value where people might consider paying. You know, just like, I don't know, £3 or £5 a month, something like that. Nothing outrageous. Perhaps once a week or once a month or whatever. I do a Zoom martial arts session for an hour, and people will get together, or they can pay more and do a one-to-one, you know, if they want to have it all to themselves, so to speak, or if they're shy or whatever. We're all different. Just anything to try and add value, because you can't say to people, oh, support my channel, and you offer absolutely nothing. I mean, I know everybody would like that idea, but... And I've not known for ages what the hell, or what the heck, to offer. What the heck? I'm trying to find it. Just streaming 7 days a week seemed like a great idea, but it was just repetitive eventually. For everybody, I think, even though it's nice to chill out with the stream. I'd sort of seen a decline, not a growth in my channel. I like streaming, I like to do it once a week. You know, then it keeps it fresh and enjoyable, but then do other things. Yeah, I still want to do the martial arts stuff. And then, once again, if there's absolutely zero interest, don't do anymore. It's fine, isn't it? It's absolutely fine. Just keep the heart and soul of the channel, the geeky, nerdy games and stuff, and all the cool things we enjoy, and then just have other bits and bobs going along. Because the better the channel does, to be honest, the more games and things I can buy and do more unboxings and stuff. Because my funds, like many of us, are not bottomless. We shall see. We shall see. I've got lots in action, but but you think this week I've done 2 videos and then I'm doing this stream. That's 3 pieces of content. A lot of the massive channels do 1 video a week if you're lucky. And yeah, they've got really high production values, but I never want a channel that becomes like a TV channel. I still want that kind of homemade that YouTube's about. Some of the best channels are like that anyway. As long as the content is there and people are enjoying it. Yeah, I've got to find what sticks. I want to have a good go at this so that I know that giving it my all, if it didn't work out, if there was a continuous decline. And not... Yeah, that's definitely something can look into. I mean, I've got to find my own feet first, because say I've not found my own feet would be an under-exaggeration. This game is mad, but it's cool. Not bad for a free game.
SpongeBob!
I feel 32% happier.
But collaborations and things are cool. Now what am I doing? Oh, that goes down, so I'm going to try and jump on it.
You can't stop me. Oops, I guess you can.
Yeah. This is almost like a PlayStation 2 game that's been upscaled. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Nothing at all. Whee!
I am the sponge. Here, my mighty hammer. I am the sponge.
I'll keep oh crap. Excuse my French again. I'm being rude today. I'll keep doing these videos and seeing what happens and. I've been writing down ideas on my phone and on my pad for videos, and I've got like dozens and dozens and dozens of projects and ideas. So that's good. While you've got content, you know, lined up, you're not done yet, are you? You're not finished. Oh, cheers. Yeah, well, I mean, if there's success, if there was, you know, real success, and you've collaborated, then that's something to genuinely discuss, because it means you're a personality that people enjoy. You become a channel in your own right.
I'm so happy.
That's sort of what me and Dark Entrax used to talk about, but we never really got it together, because I think I'm frustrating for a man of his intelligence and organisation. He just bangs out all this awesome technology and all this stuff, and I'm kind of like 2 years behind him, going, duh. But like, I've definitely now realised that I can't operate on that wavelength. I've got to be simple. We are what we are. I don't want to spend my life tinkering. I want to put a game in and enjoy it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Well, like I say, it's not me being stupid, thinking I've got to be, you know, billion subscribers. It's just enough to sort of make this a hobby that pays a little bit, I suppose. Then I can do it, and I'm not feeling guilty, because really I'm at the point with the way the country is where I'm either going to have to work a lot more and a lot harder than I already do, or make this fill the gap. Which actually we're not talking thousands. We're talking perhaps if all my social media stuff pulled in a couple of £100 a month, that would be enough. But I want to provide genuine stuff people enjoy, and not just be someone who perhaps people feel sorry for. You know, so in other words, if someone goes, bloody hell, I love this, and he's offering this membership and this and that, and of course the views bring in the AdSense, and that's not charity anyway, because people are watching the video and watching the ads. That's fine, isn't it? And just, you know, that would be cool. Being, you know, genuinely being worth it. I've got to work hard, haven't I? Oh, I've done now. Got to work hard and be creative. I've got loads of ideas. It's about being true to yourself. Frustratingly banging on emulators and stuff was driving me insane before. I hate all that. Yeah, that's true. And a bit of banter and a bit of fun. You know, fun. Like when we were playing when I was playing Diablo with Henrik and Alan. Yeah, we didn't have all the chat at first, but then we got the chat together, and we had some moments quite a laugh, like we were all getting destroyed and things. And I don't know if Diablo isn't the sort of game that Diablo 1 at least, sort of game that pulls enough people in. But perhaps if we did eventually a more popular game with that kind of idea, and people enjoy that, they enjoy that, because it takes them back to the younger days when we all had friends and we had that banter and that laugh, and it gives you a taste of it. I felt that when I've watched channels, and I've kind of, it brings me back. It gives you a little slice of what we used to have in our lives.
Some algae each day.
Oh!
That's the thing that I always say.
I find it hard in virtual 3D spaces. I've got no depth perception of any kind. That's amongst many other reasons why I don't drive. I've got coordination problems, depth perception, all kinds of problems like that. So when you're jumping into 3D spaces and predicting the distance, it's absolutely strenuous. It made my martial arts hard. It's taken me years to get to do some of the moves and the techniques and stuff. I remember when I used to do Japanese jiu-jitsu in a proper class in my town. Oh my god, it used to drive me insane. I'd have to do 1,000 reps to finally get the technique down. And then somebody else does it in 20, and it's like, I was like the proper old school martial artist who's working hard. Oh, bugger, you see what I mean? Who's working hard to the Rocky music, you know, doing thousands of techniques. I don't mind because it forges your character, and of course in martial arts, your true opponent is yourself. Got to be better than the man you were or the woman you were yesterday, not the guy who does it easier. The only good thing was, when we did the sparring, or randori as they call it, I kicked most of their asses, even black belts and stuff. So I might not be good at the theoretical, but actually at busting skulls I was quite good at. Which ultimately is the objective of being a warrior, being able to fight war. Because when I spar, I'm not rough, I operate within the rules and the respect, but I don't hold anything back. Afterwards, after a bout, I hyperventilate on the floor in a corner. My view is I've won the battle. If that was a real battle, the winner doesn't matter if he's hyperventilating because he's still the winner. That's how I used to see it. Especially when you beat somebody who's half your age, it's fantastic. And they're younger and in their prime, they've got a thinner belly, muscles, and you've just like put their face on the mat. It's like, yep, old dog still can bite, mate. How do I do this? Jump and then double jump? Off! You see what I mean? That is annoying. That's usually the point that I turn the game off. I have an enjoyment policy. I'm not enjoying it, it goes. Yeah. It's like that film, Gattaca, where the two brothers, the one who's like genetically engineered to be perfect and the one who's not, he says, how come you always beat me when we used to swim in the river? And he says, because I left nothing for the swim back. That's kind of how I operate in martial arts, you know. If I'm doing a fight, there's no walking home, but you know, if it's a real battle, your opponent's never walking again. I'm going to change the game, I think, because I'm starting to wane. Can I save? Was this game too brutal? Brutal, man. I'm not saying I'm a tough person, by the way. I don't fight people in streets and get into brawls in pubs. I'm not a confrontational tough person. But on a martial art mat, it's a different scenario. It's honour and respect. That was a nice game, though. If I never play it again for the rest of my life, I wouldn't shed a tear. Seeing as it cost me absolutely nothing, I think I kind of can't complain, can I? When you think of it like that, look at these old Xbox originals, Battlefront, Starfighter, Republic Commando. I've got some good Star Wars games here. Super Hot, that is an amazing game. Have you ever seen Super Hot? It's such a good game. My dream is to play it in VR someday, if I can ever muster the money for a Oculus Quest 2. Oh my god. Good plan, Henrik. As long as you don't blast over us, you'll still sound like a true warrior with a booming voice. But yeah, do it. And we will return to Diablo. It's just I'm just scheduling things in, and I'm really, really bad at time management because I've got to. It's like catch-22. I want to make my channel work so I don't have to work as many hours and be healthier, but I have to work many hours so that I don't starve and become homeless. So it's like a catch-22. I know. By Western standards, I'm obviously opulent, but not opulent. By global standards, I'm opulent, but by Western standards, I'm minimum wage, like many people, I'm sure are. So, I know there's people in Ethiopia and stuff who would love my life and all my technology and all my toys, but you know, my Sundays, well, I have a lot of family stuff in the mornings and stuff, and I see my mum once a week now, so I'm not being great really, but I see her on a Sunday afternoon. So I mean there might be an hour here and there I can start to slot in, but time management is like a mental thing for me as well. I've like a mental blockage. I really have to make things work It's just how I think as well. It's a mixture of real scenarios and my own, the logic engine in my brain where I struggle. I'm a kind of person who, up until he was a certain age, I was late for everything. I forgot everything. My life was a car crash, and I had to structure it rigidly into a really airtight routine to survive and get anything done, like make it on time for work, be for appointments, not forget things. And the cost is, if I want to evolve that routine, I have to sort of change it all, and you know, so the routine serves me, but it's you know, I'm not neurologically normal. I've got Asperger's, so I have to just make things work. I mean, my entire schooling years were a nightmare. I just lived like a person, permanently late for an appointment. I just didn't ever have any homework done, no books and nothing, because I couldn't handle it. And I learned to be more organised really only in my 30s. God knows how I coped in my 20s with children and stuff. I mean, it's a miracle. Say a miracle. Maybe that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. I'll put super hot on and show you guys that. I'm going to have a cup of drinking my tea because I bet it's getting cold now. I'm a devil for that, making a cup of tea and letting it go cold. I'm going to have to have a good think, because I've got to re-slot in Diablo, because I wanted to try and get a full party on that, and I've got to then make some Xbox sessions like we're discussing, still make my coup videos, still do my streams, still do my Instagram, still do my TikTok. My TikTok's taken off. I've got nearly 10,000 followers. My Instagram has got nearly 9,000. I mean, I did a video on Instagram. You know that video I did of my CRT with what's it called? Soul Blade or Soul Edge on it? I got 16,300 views and over 1,064 likes. Imagine if I had that kind of like following on here. And that's the thing, it teases you, it shows you it can be done. I was absolutely stunned. Then I put it on here and I get a couple of hundred if I'm lucky. It's like, oh. Somehow Instagram loved it and YouTube go, no mate, it's useless. BIOS. That's my operating system, BIOS. Look at this, the curvature of a CRT TV. Oh, I love CRTs that have got like green or amber. Oh, I love it. That matrix sort of old-fashioned PC workstation vibe. I've got a bit of a fetish towards CRTs. I probably need to see a doctor. I'd like to just fill my room with CRTs, and you'd never be cold again. They're better than the heating. Whenever they manufacture CRTs again, I'm going to get rid of my flat screen and have a big 40-inch CRT. Takes 10 men to bring in. Thursdays. Thursdays might have a possibility. I'll get back to you, my friend. Thursdays might be perfect. Yeah, and you're right, we could stream it or something, or record it, whatever. Levels. I'll get back to you. Don't pencil anything in yet. Endless, because I completed the main campaign. The only thing about this game is it's so frustrating. But it's so good. Maybe I should go back and do the main levels, because I'm very rusty. Super hot. Let's do the first level. If you're not aware of this game, it's a first-person game with old-school VR-type graphics, and the game only moves when you move. This is the first level, so it's simple. This game is so good, but it's so frustrating. Okay. Mr. Anderson. Those really voxels. Oh, man. Oh, crap. Look at this. What do you think to this? Oh, my... Yes! Oh, missed. I didn't miss. Yeah, I'm in love with this game. I like this first level because it was least playable. It gets so hard later on, and you're like, "Argh!" And I try not to get frustrated over games, so I have to keep turning it off and trying again. Like I said, because of my coordination problems and stuff, this game was like my worst nightmare, but it was so fun, and the aesthetic and the feel and the plot, the Matrix type plot, it was so good. And so my dream is to play this on Oculus Quest. So I have pretty realistic dreams. Am I only dreaming? Grab the gun. I missed! Story of my life. This game is amazing, Henrik. Do not underestimate how simple it looks. It's so good. Oh, crap. My shooting's not amazing. I'm rusty. Oh, hey, he shot himself. He shot his mate. Wicked. Wicked, wicked, wow. I'm not doing very good at it, but I haven't played it in ages, and let's say it never was great, but... I play just for this noise. Take it slow. Oh, I don't like this one. I haven't got a weapon. Oh, no. That bullet coming towards. Shuffling Shakatash. Crap! I am rusty. Level 3 and I'm being butchered. I probably won't play this for too long. I'm probably too rusty for it. Take it slow. Get nice and slow. Does your mother know? Can't believe I'm singing that on stream. On that note, I'm going to turn this off because I'm getting myself destroyed. It's been a long time. I probably didn't promote that game very good. You get all these games and you go, I've got nothing to play. Pac-Man Championship Edition. Wow. Plants and Zombies. That's just such a great game, Plants vs. Zombies. I love it. Radiant Silvergun. I never even knew I had that. That's meant to be a really good Sega Saturn game, I think. Or was it Dreamcast? I forget. Like £1 billion for the game disc. You know what? Something else has been really, really appetising me. The Poly Mega. I used to really slander it, slag it off because of the price. But the more I watch videos on the Poly Mega, I'm like, that is amazing. All of my disc games, apart from the PS2, consolidated onto one console. Good emulation. And you can be naughty because what you can do is burn discs and put them in and it recognises them as original and then downloads them. So you can add your library well past what you physically got. Yeah. Portal. I don't think I have tried it. I'll have to try that. I've got a new gamer picture. Wow. Arcade. Difficulty. Is there a suckage mode? Very easy, like me. Extension. What you'd never ask. Yes. I do have some double copies. I've got that many games. I've got duplicates. I'm on the game. Look at this spaceship. The power of the Dreamcast, or the Sega Saturn, whatever one it was. Maybe Dreamcast. Treasure. Take a chance on me. Hold on, why am I singing ABBA for today? Not good, I've been off stream for too long. I've lost my composure. Please don't fall out, earpad. I'm trying to fight. Bloody thing fell out. I've got funny ears, I have. Whoa. Nice. Oh, dude. Got some firepower in this old girl. Crap. I'm back. Lucky than if I'd ever seen a weapon on this old dear. Oh, yes. What do you think of this game? Not my kind of thing, but I can appreciate that it's a classic of its genre. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I've been busy still clearing... Oh, crap. Clearing games off my Retro Freak. I remember I told you guys, I added all of the libraries from the respective consoles onto it as ROMs. There was like 12,000 games, and the system was slowed down to a crawl. So I started deleting and plucking games off that, you know, I didn't need, you know, weren't necessarily essential, so to speak. And I'm down to about 4,500 now, and it still takes about 5 minutes to boot at the start. And if you have any problems, you're back at that start. So I couldn't rely on it to stream. I'm still busy chipping away, because once that's done, that's going to be my retro gaming platform for all the retro games from the 80, 16-bit era, with the most powerful console on there being the Game Boy Advance, which is a 32-bit system. It emulates it perfectly. So hopefully that'll be some more information for some shorts, because then I can tell people with confidence what memory card they need, and the maximum limit of games I would recommend for it to, you know, for it to boot up in a respectable amount of time. I still recommend the Retro Freak as the premier way of playing 8 and 16-bit games on your flat screen TV with the minimal trouble and inconvenience and setup. You get the most features. The Polymega doesn't take that slot for several reasons, which I'll go into on videos. They don't talk away all my content. Good at that. Whoa. This is very arcadey. It's like I'm in the arcade. Oh, nice. Man, I'm certainly not the last Starfighter, or the last Trap Fighter. That's a Blu-ray I'd like to buy. The last Starfighter, Glorious HD. Oh yes, HD. She. I was looking at those Super Console X's and what they've done with that. That's not a system I would like to put money into again unless I was offered an absolute bargain. Those PC things are astronomically priced. They're more expensive than the Polymega, and the Polymega's much more professional platform. That Starfighter's a classic. Fantasy for us kids in the 80s. This is a nice, you know, it's a nice game. It knows what it is. Have I got a shield? Stealth bombers with upgraded plasma weapons. Oh, now that it's, I appreciate you reminding me. Now that it's a bit lighter, you don't generally need it. Well, it's been bloody miserable weather. I'm all out of my routine, aren't I? I do appreciate you reminding me that you're more on the ball than I am. Neurotypical people don't know how lucky they are. Oh, crap. You know one thing I'll say about the Retro Freak? The input lag on there is really minimal. When I've played games on it, I'm better at the games than I ever was playing emulation on all the emulation I was doing. Just a smoother, better experience, and you feel it. Oh, but same habits. God help us. Same duties. Oh, I've got a front and rear attack. I like to attack from the rear, baby. Yeah. Austin Powers, I'd like to watch that again. Probably wrong on so many levels nowadays, but who cares? One film I like that's wrong is Tropical Thunder. So wrong by today's values, but it's so hilarious and awesome. I've got that on Blu-ray, so they can't censor it. Next I need to get the airplane films before they cancel that on Blu-ray. I hope you enjoy it, my friend. Not my cup of tea, but I can appreciate the pleasure it will give you. Excuse me. I like this game. I like it for what it is. It's an impressive example of its genre. Not my cup of tea whatsoever. I know I say that about most games, because I am actually really picky about games. But I'm open-minded to find new classics. You can't find new games you love if you don't brave them, you know, if you don't brave the games outside your comfort zone. Oh, good time if you want a minute, a bit more. Have you seen my shorts video, guys? The one I did the other day, showing my Switch games. Worth checking on my channel a few times a week now, because there's going to be new bits and bobs coming up. Rather than me blabbering on for 20 minutes like I used to, I just do these minute videos now. I think I'm done here in this video, this game. Awesome. Fable. That's a game I recommend for people who enjoy the Xbox original. Very good. On my list of games to play, but my list is like thousands of titles, so... well, hundreds of titles, perhaps. Yeah, I've got some Final Fantasies now. That's made it to the Xbox. I've got, where are we? Final Fantasy, is that Type 0? Final Fantasy 7, the beautiful, awesome game. 8, and what's this? Final Fantasy 15, is that? I've got that. I bought that on disc for £5 from CEX. Yeah, it's a minute video, Henrik. It's shorter than they're only up to a minute, so you can bloody put it on where you're having a pee or something on your phone. It's that convenient. That's the good thing about these shorts. They're nice little bite-sized moments. Oh, look at the time. Well, my friends, it's been awesome talking to you all. I'm going to go now and get my film ready and have some good food. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. And like I say, there's going to be lots of little videos and ideas coming up. So if you want to watch it and whatever, if it's your sort of thing, feel free to enjoy it. Yeah. So I'm really going to pad the channel out, get lots of new bits and bobs. And as I was saying, hopefully it will help to expand things with viewership, because I've had more subs coming recently, but my viewership still needs obviously progression. Yeah, you too, mate, and we'll sort something out on the Xbox. Just bear with me. You've got time to enjoy it and explore it all while I'm sorting myself out. I'm not going anywhere. I've been on the Xbox Live for bloody years. I don't even know how long. More than 10 years. I mean, it's like 12, 13 years or something. I'm not going anywhere. Cheers, Henrik. Take care, buddy. And we'll get back on Diablo, me, you and Alan. Don't worry about that. We're going to sort it out. I've got lots of things I'm going to sort out and commitments. Just got to bear with me because I am terrible. Making a minute short is a lot easier than me slotting in time for games, you see. We'll sort it. It's better for me to sort it out in my head because then I can sustain it. I won't just do it and stop. So anyway, I'm going to go now. This is RetroBeard signing off. If anybody watching this enjoys this or any of the content, please always leave me a like, if you will, and a comment, if you will, because that helps the videos get seen more for some reason. Likes and comments, it pulls people in. So even if you've not got much to say other than great video or not my sort of thing, whatever it is, it sounds silly, but a like and a comment, even a one-word comment or a smiley face, it really helps people to see it. So don't underestimate the difference you can make to the channel. Everybody's important, so I'm going to go now. So it's RetroBeard signing off. See you later, guys. Cheers, and it's good to be back on here. Adios. Figure out what I'm doing. There we go. They've changed the user interface.